Hey, Joe Mastriano, and are you afraid of success? Years ago, from time to time, I had a fear of success. I didn't know what I would do. I was afraid that if I was very successful financially, I might leave everything I have in this life and start a new super rich life and uh, buy fancy car and all kinds of stuff. Um, and then I started gaining confidence actually late in life through my McOil system and realized that I don't have to be afraid of any accomplishments, kind of like the Shaolin priest training where they have an even keel about everything. Anyway, let's apply this to the 6 parts of the McGoyle system. Your self talk affirmations. Are you afraid that if you actually forgave people, because that's a very common self talk affirmation, is I will forgive people who wrong me, because we read somewhere that forgiveness is a great thing. And so, are you afraid? So do you back off? Do you say your affirmation about forgiving people, but you hold back and you say, well, I'll forgive people and I won't go after them or do anything crazy and I won't actively hate them, but I still think they're terrible for what they did. Well, when you study forgiveness, you'll learn that that's not really forgiveness. So if you have that fear, then you just need to deal with it until it goes away. So in your self talk affirmations, maybe leave forgiveness off or study it a little bit and then put it on. So, number 3 here is being afraid of success. And that would apply to other affirmations as well that you might be afraid of. For a while, gratitude was one of mine because as a business person, I felt that, hold back on your gratitude. If you make somebody feel like you're like so happy to have them in your life, then maybe they'll want more out of you. Maybe they'll take you for more money. Now, these are the things that we have to face. Now, focus that too, because you might find that if you start focusing several times during the day, you get your work done. That happened to me recently, actually, during COVID, when I quit using COVID as an excuse. I said to myself, when I'm at work, I've got to do my billable hours and I need to be focused and not stand and talk or research things extra more than I need to. And when I stayed focused, very focused during the day, I noticed that I didn't make shopping lists. I didn't make plans for the future or the weekend, that I stayed focused on the work. And it was getting a little fearful because it was afraid of being very successful. And now I'm at the point where my days at work are a lot more rewarding financially and personally more enjoyable than they were before out of that focus. So I had to deal with being afraid of being successful first. So be careful about that. Your focus, as well as the other 5 things is going to start causing you to be very successful, and you're going to have to deal with it. And if you have a fear of being successful, you're going to have to overcome that. Confidence. I had that fear as well. Imagine if you walk around very confident. A lot of people can't handle it. They get very cocky. They talk down to people. And I'm sure we all know people who are jerks. You look at someone and say, gee, that person is overconfident and they're acting like a jerk because they think they're God's gift to the world. So that's another area to deal with. And accepting yourself and being afraid. Wow. I mean, I don't know what about you in particular you're not accepting, but as I accept myself more and more, and I start accepting the bad parts of me, it actually created an opening, a really good opening for me to make some very positive changes um, in relationships that I didn't even see that I could before. And it's getting a little fearful because I'm starting to see the personal power that I have, the personal power that anybody can have when they get rid of the excuses that they make to get in the way. And applying this to creating your day, well, I look at Elon Musk for an example, SpaceX, boom, climbed to the top. And he's a private company. I look at Tesla. Tesla has redesigned the body of a car to efficiently handle the batteries. And the new Teslas that are going to come out in 2022 are going to be cheaper batteries with more power. And I say, how could I possibly have those two major companies successful in my life, all the tasks that have to be done? I have a fear of creating my day as powerful as him. Maybe in the future that'll go away. I like keeping my life simple. So I don't have a fear of success for creating my day at the level that I am now. And maybe you could accuse me of not having big enough goals. But my reaction to that would be I'm not going to create things to weigh me down. I think for all of us, we need to create that foundation of strength. And as I get better and better with my foundation of strength, if I can create my day to have a lot involved and a lot of success, fine. One step at a time. That's it for this video.